Premier is gone.
Yes, the coward has already fled. The USSR is at death's door, comrade.
Which is why we must hurry. Sir, I beg you, please.
What is this? Some sort of escape route?
No, sir. 12 months ago, I was put in charge of a top-secret project.
Whatever it is too late.
With respect, General, you are wrong. Please. For you see, sir, time is on our side.
No, it isn't ready. It hasn't been tested. We don't even know if it works.
If what works?
My time machine.
Prepare these coordinates.
No, please.
Now!
Sir, no, please, no. Please, hurry.
Get in!
All right.
You cannot be serious.
Come, Comrade General. A new world order awaits. Come!
No, touch nothing. We mustn't do anything to disrupt space-time continuum.
Where are we?
Brussels, 1927.
1927.
The Solvay International Physics Conference.
Is that Einstein?
Yes, Doctor. The man most responsible for our enemy's technological superiority. The man who made them invincible.
What do you plan to do?
Gentlemen?
Doctor!
No!
I do not understand.
We have altered the past and changed the present.
Ah, good to see you, sir. I have the reports from the front that you requested.
Thank you. What do you have for me?
I'm sorry, Comrade General. I meant Premier Cherdenko. Sir, the Allies are on the run soon. Western Europe will be ours.
You hear that, General? Our enemies have been defeated.
Hold on, sir. I'm receiving an emergency transmission from our northern base.
They're attacking! There are too many! We have to evacuate!
Who is attacking?
The Imperial war machine has been unleashed. Do not struggle against what is inevitable. All who stand in the way of our divine destiny will be swept away by the march of history. You will bow before us, or you will cease to exist.
Sir, it appears that the Empire has mounted a full-scale assault.
What empire?
The Empire of the Rising Sun, of course.
We now have two mortal enemies?
We must unleash our nuclear weapons. Annihilate them all.
Excuse me, General?
Our nuclear weapons? Our atomic bombs?
Don't you understand? Without Einstein, there is no nuclear weapons because we have altered the space-time continuum. Oh, who knows what nightmares we have created.
Hello, and welcome to Shay Plays Red Alert 3. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this is not my favorite of the series. In my opinion, EA kinda killed it. And as we're going through, I'll point out what I dislike about it, and then after I finish Red Alert 3, I will play Red Alert 2, which is my favorite Red Alert of the series. So, let's go. Now, if you want, I'll play through all 3 campaigns, but for now, we're going to do the campaign that I usually default play as, which is the Allies.
Premier Chardenko continues to push his Soviet forces into Western Europe, seizing control of key regions left behind by the retreating Allies. Great Britain now stands as the last European nation yet to fill the jackboot of Soviet aggression. That might be short-lived, however, as sources tell us that a vast Soviet armada has been spotted off the northern coast of France.
Commander, I'm Field Marshal Robert Bingham, Chief of the Allied Military Command. I've been told that you're a very capable officer. Well, let's hope this assessment is correct, as all our senior commanders are now fighting in Europe, leaving the defense of Great Britain entirely in your hands. I'd like you to meet Lieutenant Ava. She will be your intel officer and communications liaison.
Glad to have you on board, sir. Field Marshal, the President is ready for you.
Mr. President,
Kate
I'd like you to
Johnson
meet
is
our
president.
new commander on the ground.
Greetings, Commander. You ready to send those commies running back to their mommies? I sure hope so, because if you don't stop them over there, the only thing standing between those godless Reds and the US of A is going to be one little ocean.
I absolutely agree, Mr. President. We cannot allow the Soviets to secure a foothold in Great Britain. The fate of the free world depends upon it.
Alright, here's my first criticism on this. I hate that you no longer play like entirely solo. You are either forced to have a multiplayer with you, or you are forced to have a computer. I think I messed up my sentence, but the point is you don't play by yourself. You have someone assisting you, no matter whether it's a computer or a friend.
Soviets have conquered much of Europe with brute force. Now, they are trying to invade England by attacking a virtually defenseless civilian city, Brighton Beach. Commander, we must hold the line and defend against the Soviet advance. If they take Brighton Beach, it's a straight shot to London. All of Europe will fall. We cannot let that happen.
The Soviet Union is on Britain's doorstep. You must do everything possible to repel the incoming attack. Expect waves of Soviet forces to approach by airdrop. Unfortunately, we do not have heavy armor reinforcements at this time. You will need to find a way to complete this mission with the resources you already have. Good luck.
Alright, another thing is, at points especially later on in the mission, I may turn quiet. I know in a lot of cases this game looks easier to play than what it actually is. It requires a lot of multitasking while you're having to make sure troops are being built, you're having to make sure your base is covered, buildings are being constructed, you have enough money supply, and that perhaps you are also leading an assault on your enemy. Now in Riddler 3, since there is that co-op commander, there's not quite as much of it. I still like to act alone as much as possible in this situation, but when I get to like Red Alert 2, it'll especially become harder on me to commentate while having to execute some moves, especially when it comes to timed missions. I do not handle well under timed missions. So anyways, let's get this started, as this mission's already long enough, even though it's only like, you know, the first mission. It's still quite long. I don't understand why it's that long.
Brighton Beach is under siege by Soviet forces. The city must be liberated so we can bolster our defenses against additional waves. We are mustering defenses. Please make do with these peacekeepers and attack dogs for now.
Now I find attack dogs in Riddler 3 not to be as good as they were in 2 and 1.
Objective received.
So let's just take our peacekeepers for now. Now, controlling this is basically like a, to select the units, you click and drag like you're trying to, you know, things. Anyways, you click, in this one you right click to, command them to move or to attack an enemy. Left click is to declick them. The thing I like to use is Control and 1. Hold down Control and press 1. It will take and allow you to name them so that when you deselect them, you can just press the number on your keyboard and it will allow you to take and call them to you. Extremely useful when leading a large amount of units. So the main part of this first mission is you just need to take out, we're taking and securing the place. There's bears guarding more peacekeepers down here, keeping them stunned by their roar. Another thing I don't really like about this game is the graphic style. I think they made it look too kiddish. It's just my opinion. It looks like toys. I thought Red Alert 2 made it look more riddleistic. Also, I'm sorry if I'm kind of a little bit out of it. I'm quite tired. I didn't sleep very well last night. So, well, apparently they're thinking about running away. While they're dealing with those, I'm gonna bring these over here to start taking out these. You guys go handle that problem. Actually, in fact, let's call you two. And you guys are 1. I don't know why I just did that when I could have just called a number. I'm a little rusty. I haven't played in a while. I didn't see those. You can click on the map for them to go somewhere. This is your construction yard. Okay, so now they're pre-constructing your base. Tip.
Assigned a co-commander for this mission. You will aid in the defense of Great Britain.
Quite a mess this is. Name's Giles, Commander, and I'm not about to let these commies secure a foothold in our backyard. I'll be right at your side the entire time.
As I was saying,
The Soviets are closing in with an airborne force. It looks like they're going to paradrop into the city. We cannot let them take Brighton Beach. You must hold them off.
I'm trying to teach. Let me teach.
New objective received.
Because the person who requested this asked me to teach them how to play, so I'm trying to give a tutorial the best I can. Alright, so this is your construction yard. Without it, you cannot build most buildings. These are your power plants.
The population has been evacuated. Your inventory may garrison the deserted structures for protection. New bonus objective received.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. Okay, this is your power meter. This is how much. This little thing here shows you how much power is being used. It also tells you in the numbers up there. Alright, now, I always like to have one extra power plant than what I need, because if my base gets invaded and they destroy one power plant, this way it won't shut my base down. I will still have enough. Now I'm building infantry. These are your tabs. This is your main construction buildings. This is your defense, like walls, sentry gun placements. This is infantry, this is tanks, this is aircraft, and this is naval. Now, do not place all your power plants in one section. That's a bad idea. Alright, so they want us to garrison, so grab some of your troops, right click on the building. Garrisoning them is handy, especially if you have snipers. Now, I don't remember if there's snipers in this game, but in CNC games, overall, you can garrison. I'll also be playing like generals and stuff like that. I enjoy playing these strategy games.
Training.
Talk to me. Scanning perimeter.
Objective received.
Alright, they want us to capture that, so for that you will need an engineer. So go ahead and queue that up. Alright, so take more and tell them to go get this one, because I think I already told people to go garrison that one. But anyways, I was saying it'll keep them, I know in this one it'll keep them safe from like dogs. Dogs can't get to them, bears can't get to them. In a building they tend to have a longer sight range. And now when the building gets down a certain part, they will evacuate the building and just be spread about. So always keep an eye on your buildings, because what you might want to do is when a building gets down really low, you might want to go ahead and get them out of the building and exchange them with another one. Okay, so our engineer's ready. Select him. Scroll down here.
Bonus objective complete.
Right click on there. He's gonna take a while to get down there. He might get murdered. I'm not quite sure. Alright, now another thing. This is your ore mine. This is very important. This is the way you make money in here. He's gonna go back and forth between this and Tote. They've changed this a lot since Red Alert 2 and 1. When we get there, I'll explain to you how to handle that situation, because it's trickier there. But in this, there's gonna be certain places to where you build your thing and it'll set up the thing there, and they'll just go there. They don't wander off. They don't do any of that. They just go back and forth between there. Okay, and in later missions, a good idea to do to keep your ore miner a little extra safe is build a wall around this and some sentry guns to add extra defense to it, because without your ore miner, you are without money, and without money, you can't build anything. So that's never a good idea. Alright, so here comes the troops. Go ahead and, while we're waiting for those to land, go ahead and start building you some peacekeepers. We aren't allowed to build anything else right now, building wise, so we're gonna go, unless I can, nope, I can't even do that. Alright, and you can hear the battle music kicking in. Alright, so look, they've done paradropped some Soviets, and they're gonna run right into our garrison buildings. So you can see it's starting to take damage. Yeah, there's your health bars. I keep wanting to point at the screen, but you can't see me pointing at the screen, so And our co-commander's taking care of their problems. Now, capturing the hospital means any infantry outside the thing, if they get hurt, they'll automatically start to heal because of the hospital. There's other special buildings, but that's the only one on this level, I believe. It appears to be. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do something because I remember objective ahead of time. They're going to ask you to capture some guns. These things. So I'm going to go ahead and get my engineers constructing. It appears they're going to drop more. Yep, they did. Alright, so everything's going very well right now. Which it should. It's the first mission. Ow. I'm gonna get into a little bit more relaxing. Okay, these points. I know how to use them in Generals because Generals has a similar thing. But in here, I've never really found them to be helpful to anything. So I typically don't spend on them. I guess it depends on how you play because you can play this in different ways. But for the first mission, you really don't need it.
Hello, capitalist dogs. I am General Krukov, the one who will bring you defeat today. Brace yourselves for the might of the Red Navy. We will pound your little island until you weep for mercy.
Things are going well, but I fear that was just their first wave. Take those gun emplacements on the beachhead to help repel any more attacks that might be coming.
See? But we've already worked on the engineers for that, so we already have them coming.
New bonus objective received.
But apparently I forgot to unpause it so it actually could build.
I can
Pro
make a
here.
dash for 2 of those coastal guns if you'd like.
You can let him do that, but I find he ends up getting himself killed.
On time as always.
His engineers take so long to do that, so we're gonna go ahead and send ours over there because, you know, we don't have time to waste.
On time as always.
Alright, there's another one. You can also tell him on the screen to do
more,
it.
are they? Don't worry, I'm right behind you.
I really don't give my co-commander orders during this. I let him do whatever. Or her. I think there's a her. Okay, javelins are anti-air and anti-tank because they fire missiles that are not good against infantry. Now I know what you're thinking. Missiles versus humans. Oh wow. No, that's not how it works in these. Missiles don't do crap.
Enemy units detected.
I've got the knowledge.
And see, here's where it becomes a little hard for your engineers. So I've got 2 over here. Going. Hopefully they won't get murdered. It's a very small one, so I don't think they will. Now we're fine. Ooh, but this might be a close call. Alright, we got one. We got another one. Yeah, he should make it in there. They're dropping those over there. Okay, we got that, and now we just gotta get this one. Alright, so we're not really gonna need the anti-air yet, but go ahead and train up a few more. Train up a few more peacekeepers. Move these peacekeepers to down here. Wait, we might need the javelins. I think everybody just comes, so go ahead and... Okay, I ordered them to move here. Move the javelins here. And, to be honest, sometimes you have to fail a mission in order to win a mission. Because if you don't fully know what to expect, well, you can't exactly plan accordingly. It's a lot easier once you have an idea of what's going to happen in a mission to plan accordingly, because this game does require a lot of planning. But once you get good to where you know how to fight what with what and what you should have at least on hand to fight, it's a lot easier.
Ready, sir. Where's the trouble? Right here.
It's always a good idea to have enough defenses and units and stuff like that is around to handle whatever may happen to arise. Now I'm going to take 2 of these javelins and I'm going to move them over here.
Do you have your white flag ready, Commander?
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you can also... You could garrison the buildings with some of these to help out. I could fit a few more in there. Alright, so here they come. I might just go ahead and garrison these guys. These things are wicked against infantry. Keep that stuff prepared. Co-commander's coming to help. Why didn't I get captured? Whatever. You can change your point by clicking on the building and right-clicking on the map where you want it to build. Okay, now naval forces are going to come in. In this situation, there's not a lot you can use to defend against the naval. Because you have no naval to start with, and you have no really water able, besides the dogs, but they're only good for, you know. So in this situation, you just have to rely on the guns, which is why it's important that I capture that other one, since I don't know what happened. I guess the engineer must have died while I was looking at something else. See, that's another thing about this. You have to pay attention at all times to what's going on, because the smallest missing can end up landing you a defeat. So that's why it's important to watch all things. It's going to be a challenge because normally when I play, I'm completely silent. And I'm trying to talk to you guys to keep it entertaining. So, and I'm trying to teach as well. So, first mission is pretty boring, I do have to admit. Maybe not so much to a beginner, but the later levels, they start getting more interesting. And Red Alert 3 overall isn't the most interesting. Red Alert 2 and its expansion was really well done, and so was Red Alert 1, but I'm not able to record Red Alert 1 right now because whenever I record it, the video itself turns like rainbow colored. I notice that with any like 16-bit games I try to record. So I am working on that. I think I need a different recorder. I use Fraps for this stuff. But I need something that will still record the audio of the game because, I mean, I have so many things I have to mess with, right? As is with the cam and the other audio. Okay, they're coming now. Also, pardon me for any sniffles and strange sounds that my throat might be making. It feels a bit weird. Alright, see, look, we got some things, and they're already getting impacted by our lovely things that we captured. Looks like they're predominantly coming up on this side. I should probably be building more units. Ow. Oh, I thought I had drink. I don't. Do this heavy? What's this one? This was my breakfast milk. This is fruit punch Kool-Aid. I know I'm not helping. I'm a horrible co-commander, aren't I? Apparently me capturing the hospital also gives the benefit to the co-commander. That's what those little medical signs are. I just saw him turn to skeletal bones. I don't know if there's a way I can zoom in or not. Oh yeah, I can zoom in. I didn't even do anything. Horrible co-commander.
Don't get overconfident. This isn't over yet.
The Soviets are about to attack again, sir. Intel says this is the last wave, so hold your ground.
Could you tell what I was waiting for? Alright. So now what we're building is we're gonna build the thing that will let us build tanks and other such things. Now I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little bit about the multi-gunner infantry fighting, or the IFV as it is also known. It fires a barrage of missiles. It's extremely handy against aircraft and tanks. However, they have a weak amount of armor. They also can carry units in them. So let's go ahead and build like 8 of these because we're gonna need them, and move them to be down here. I did not select the war factory.
Multi-gunner at your service.
Just make sure everything's nice and secured and fine and happy. Okay, let me explain some things about up here. This is your repair thing. You click on it and you go around and you click on your stuff. Okay. See, and it'll tell you when things don't need to be repaired. Alright, this is your cell. You're not allowed to here, but you left click on it and you left click on what you want to sell. Mission menu. Oh, that's how you can get to that as well? Okay. There used to be a button that would allow you to toggle the map to where it was different sizes, but I guess that's not here. I guess that's to shrink it up. We'll get into that later. We don't need that for this mission. Don't need to complex things.
Unit lost.
Now, what I'm guessing is if I had this on a harder difficulty, the time would probably be less for preparation, but I could be wrong. I'm not quite sure how they made these more difficult. I don't know if they made the enemy just smarter. I do know, like on skirmishes, if you have the enemy set all the way to the hardest setting, it will totally obliterate you off the map. I praise those who can handle a hard enemy, because I can guarantee you they will build a super weapon as soon as they get the chance to build it. They will take up so fast it'll leave you with the dust. Sorry about the yawning.
Insufficient funds.
No, I'm not mistaken, this is the last leg of this mission. And we are out of money, which is good. I have peanuts that have some cashews mixed into it. Another thing, this is going to be an extremely casual let's play. Because I can just sit here and do stuff. So I may end up telling you stories. I should probably not be eating nuts, because it's crunchy. Nuts. Yeah, this is gonna be a very casual. Saturday's gonna be casual. It tastes really weird after brushing my teeth. I shouldn't have ate that. Pardon me. That went down wrong. Don't ever eat nuts after you brushed your teeth. That tastes horrible. Oh my gosh.
Enemy units detected.
Yeah. Sure thing about those enemies. Okay then. Now I've had that horrifying experience, I'm gonna wash that away. Although this doesn't taste too good, but it tastes better than what that did. I mean, you know, with the toothpaste and Oreo. Random fact, I have a bunch of markers. This entire thing is full of markers. Isn't that wild? This is just how many I've collected. My crayon box is pretty big too. If you can't tell, I'm an art thing. But yeah, I had to get these out so that, you know, Mom could design these. We've decided to do it into a book, and she's got sketches for other ones in here. This is one of the art books I have, but I don't like the paper that well for drawing because I've had it mess up so many of my things, so we decided to use it as my title card. Oh, it looks like things are actually happening. To keep my title cards in that I use. So I like have a collection of these at some point. I kind of like this idea because it'll have every game I've ever played in here, and I can just like have this little portfolio thing that has it. Because I mean, come on, this is a lot of games we can put in here. All right, there they come. Let's go show you what. Wow. Okay. See, look, ships and get-offs. Get-offs are the main issue. This is why we have these. When did you get wounded? That's what I get for talking to you guys instead of paying attention. Take him up here, it'll get repaired. It used to be you had to build a service depot in order to do that, but I guess they integrated it with the little war factory. Which, in one case, I like. It kind of reminds me of Generals, because I believe Generals has it set up that way, that if you bring them back, they'll repair it. Alright, we got some issues going on, so let's go take a look. Get him coming back down. Okay, the battleships are there, and here comes the things. Let's go ahead and name our IVFs as soon as the little guy gets down here. We're going to go ahead and name them so they're easy to call about. Now, the thing about Kuros is they're giant airships that drop a string of bombs on you once they've locked onto a target. So if you're using ground units to take them out, don't let them sit underneath them, otherwise they'll get bombed into... Yeah, see, they're going to send in air bombs to take out the thing, but that's not going to take care of the Kuros. So we need to take care of the Kuros by shooting them. Now, the reason why they're coming in injured is because they use their alternate thing, which is to allow them to move faster than what they currently are. It's an overblast. They subject health to speed. Let's go ahead and let them start pounding in and then get ready to move. Because they'll shoot as they're... Okay, we got one down. Go ahead and target another. You idiot. Should go down soon. I don't think they're interested in me. See, our javelins are really helping too. Yeah, them crashing will also do damage to enemies.
Luck seems to be on your side. My army is needed elsewhere at the moment. But don't get comfortable. I will be back.
Well, I somehow got down to 2. I guess one crashed on them.
The Soviets are retreating, sir. You've done it. You've driven them back. Congratulations, Commander.
Oh dear, they are dropping bombs. And that is mission 1. I never paid attention to the stats because I don't really give a care.
Good. Congratulations, Commander. You sent those bastards packing. They'll bloody well think twice before they try to invade us again.
That was a win-win for everyone, Commander. Well, not the Reds. For them, it was more of a lose-lose. It's too bad our other commanders don't have your can-do attitude. I'll tell you what, Bingham, I like this new commander. Let's send him to France so we can kick a little more commie butt.
Actually, sir, I was considering that very possibility.
I guess great minds do think alike. And just to show you I'm not all talk, I'm sending you our toughest, meanest covert commando. Boys, I'd like you to meet Tanya.
Hello, gentlemen.
Tanya's the best we have. She can kill a man 15 different ways with her bare hands, so a word of advice, don't get on her bad side.
Commander, the Soviet general you beat back at Brighton Beach has retreated to the south of France. He captured Cannes and kidnapped all our brass down there. I'll take out their naval port, but you'll have to take care of the rest.
Don't even get me started on what they did to Tanya in this. Just don't.
Allied forces are spread across Europe, trying to retake what the Soviets have conquered. But you are needed in the south of France, where the Soviets have set up a strategic naval port. They've also captured some Allied officials and are holding them hostage in the area. Special Agent Tanya will assist you on the ground. Bonne chance, Commander.
The Soviets are entrenched in Cannes and have set up a naval blockade in this region. We cannot attack head-on. However, we have detected vulnerabilities in the Soviet perimeter and are sending an infiltration team to break through their ranks. Here is what we need you to do. Infiltrate the Soviet island harbors. Find a way to eliminate the naval blockade. Leaders from several allied nations are pinned in the convention center. Clear the Soviet forces from the area so they can evacuate. We also have a wing of allied aircraft trapped here. Try to recover it if possible. Agent Tanya will be joining us for this mission. Good luck.
The Soviets have control of the port and are holding important Allied leaders hostage. You'll need to rescue them and take out the port. For that, you'll need Tanya. This is going to be...
Yeah, we're short on time here. Commander, I'm gonna be your commando on the ground. Are you ready? All right, let's go.
New objective received. Enemy base detected.
Alright, so this is where we're gonna stop it for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope I was able to make it entertaining for the parts where it lagged. You know, kinda like slowed down on the action. And some points I probably will fast forward if there's a long lap of silence and I'm not able to be entertaining. So please, subscribe if you'd like to see more videos and keep up with my shenanigans that I do. And I also do have a vlog channel where I try to vlog every day and keep up with you guys so you guys can see what's going on in my crazy life. I also have a Twitter that you can follow me on where I post randomly, and my video, when they go up, they can go there because I know how much YouTube sometimes really sucks about getting videos into feed boxes. I know they've been having a lot of trouble with that lately. And I just really hope you all have a blessed day. And please, again, comment down below. I can't remember if I've said that already, but please comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. I love knowing your opinions. Questions, any questions, please feel free to ask me. I like talking to you all. So, on that note, I hope my insanity keeps you around, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye! Oh, my shoulder.